Guys, how are you doing? It's Simon down here at the majestic Burford Golf Club. It's a lovely winter's day, about 2 degrees, but we're not moaning because it's not snowing here in England, so we are winning. And I've got the new G410 iron that's come in the shop down here at More Golf. And yeah, haven't done a 9-hole 7-iron challenge for a while. Did it last time with the Ping i500, so it's only apt that I do it with the G410. See what I think. G400 did well last year, still a very good iron. This looks slightly smaller. It's basically got the last 3 clubs that have come out from Ping basically thrown up all over it. You've got the G400 look, you've got the G700 like toe weight to give you that high MOI. Slightly slimmer, so you want to go more down that 210 route. It'd be interesting to see what it does. If this club potentially could be for you, it's going to be for that beginner player or slow swing speed. It's like the Apex that I tried yesterday. It's going to launch up high. There'll be very little spin and controllability, but it's going to be a powerhouse, as I imagine. The question is, do you go for the i500, which is more expensive, or do you go for this bad boy? Anyway, over to me commentating, which is always a pleasure. Let's get into the video. Hey, it's me, Simon. How you doing? Vlog time. G410 7-iron challenge. What can we expect? Well, 9 temporary greens for the start, because I didn't realise that before going out, but it is my day off, so that's always bound to happen. Ball not even in frame on that shot, so you know the professional standard of this video is going to be up there with the best. Imaginative shots are needed with a 7-iron when playing a course. Let's give the spill of the G410, shall we? Smaller from heel to toe. It's got more MOI, so it's not going to turn as much. 8% to be exact. It's always 8% with manufacturers, isn't it? It's never 40%. It's never 1%. Lighter, faster, all that good stuff. 8% MOI. Slightly hotter face, as you can always imagine. It'd be nice if they came out one year and went, this is actually worse than last year's. That's never going to happen, is it? I gave myself a gimme on that hole. That's not going to happen again. I felt guilty after that. I felt like I needed to finish the putts with all. This is a 7-iron challenge after all, but we got a gimme. You gave it to me. Thank you very much. Anyway, 110 yards. Everything was a lot shorter, which doesn't help when you've only got a powerhouse 7-iron. And this is a powerhouse 7-iron. It's going to hit the ball a long way, especially if you had it middle and especially if you had a toe. As you can see, I sliced it nicely into the trees, but this is where I'm probably most comfortable more often than not in the trees, and a little bump and run was needed. Ground's pretty wet at the moment. Burford's actually doing really well. The greens are actually in really good condition. It's the first time they've been on tents in a while, so I'm not too sure. Well, it must have been frosty this morning. Only got up here at 12. He's gutted. He missed that. Couldn't believe it. Green borrowed way too much. Needed to get the old green reading map out. Again, ball 9 frame. Good work, Simon. This is classic vlog material. And as you can see, massively right, suffering with the pushes. However, this club does help if you don't hit out in the middle, and that's something that I definitely found. You're not losing as much distance. However, it goes colossally high. So high, in fact, that downwind and out the rough, this thing's gonna go another 20-30% faster, and further, I should say. So it's definitely for that slower swing speed, same as the Apex iron. You hit it again into the trees. Nice shot, good work. Imaginative stuff is needed around this golf course with this man on the end of it. Flag is probably about 130 yards out. He wants to hit a little punch and run down the fairway, trying to get tucked up nice and closely to the flag. This is what Ping does best. Cast iron clubs that are not extortionate amount of money. Again, 120 per iron or 110, I think, in steel is about where these are going to be coming at. Nice little bump and run there. Can he hold it for the first part? This is what they do well. Cheap, not cheap, but against the more higher end manufacturers, you're going to be looking £800 for a new set of irons. By all means, G400s are going to drop in price this year as well, so you're going to get a decent cast iron set of G400s. I would say the G400s do look a lot bigger though, a lot more chunky and a lot more offset. This isn't as offset. This is more just a powerhouse of an iron, but not giving you normal characteristics of an offset low lofted club. This is still low lofted, it's still 30 degrees. Same as the Apex that I did the other day, and it's just to give you more of that feel and look when you look down at it as more of a playing iron, but for that player that might need a bit more. You can see me using the sprinkler head nicely there. I definitely meant to do that. If you're saying otherwise, then don't worry about it. Nice little jab of a putt, didn't even get up to the hole. Good work. This is the first hole that I actually hit the middle of the club, so if you want to hear what the middle of the club sounds like, then please do listen nice and carefully. And there you go, he's still off balance whilst he was doing it, but that's what the middle of the golf club sounds like. And I actually hit a nice little shot, little cut shot into the flag here from about 140 yards. To my surprise, it ended up probably about 12 foot to the right of the flag, so that is happy days. Iron work is obviously not being practiced as much as I am practicing do long drive. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And irons is definitely not being practiced as much as it used to. That was a birdie chance and I would have taken that all over, but second part of the round. Little par 3 here. The only place you don't want to go is those little shrubs on the left and right, so you can obviously guarantee where I'm going to output this next shot. But overall, Ping G410 iron. Again, when it comes to Ping, it's easy to fit. You're going to get best fitting because they've got the most adjustability. No nonsense. Get the stuff that's going to help you, and this is what they do well when it comes to cast iron heads. As I said, it's going to give you that I-210 look from above, but at the same time, that person that needs that more help, this is definitely iron, which I found. Now you're asking, Simon, can a pro miss a fairway and into the trees with just a 7 iron? And I'm like, yes, just like that. Boom, nice professional standards in this vlog. Punch it back out into the fairway. Giving myself 150 to the flag. I'm thinking not full, not short, but then in the end I just opt to fat it heavily, which is brilliant. No matter what iron you have in your hand, if you fat it, it's not getting to the flag. However, what I have realised with this iron is that bump and run is the way forward. I might just sell all my wedges and buy this 1.7 iron, because from 60 yards and in, apparently I can just stick it within the flag. That as well is that actually I'm good with putting with it as well. So Ping have produced not only a 7 iron range, but actually a putter and a wedge at the same time. So obviously in terms of investment, it's always going to be working well. Again, down the 8th here, long hole into the wind. Again, because it goes so high, hitting penetrating flights is not achievable. This ball's going to go high, it's going to go get a bit of snow on it, and then it's going to come down heavily. Shaping and flying this ball is not achievable, well, especially with my standards, and my standards obviously aren't that high. Little bump and run here. This temporary green looks unbelievable, by the way. I'd happily play off this any day of the week, and nearly binned it. So again, happy. Nice little bogey there to finish into the wind down that hole. And here's the 9th. So G410 recap. Yes, it's still a lot of money for a brand new set of irons, but it's going to be about £800 for 6 clubs. However, there's a vast majority of clubs out there on the market that still could be more expensive. You can always get the G400 or even the G Max that came out. They're just going to be bigger, chunkier and heavier, plus you won't be able to get fitted for them. So if you're looking for a brand new set 2019 irons, you've got a slower swing speed, potentially you need that forgiveness as well. This could very much be a 2019 set for yourself. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later.